Welcome to Not Passing the Bar, where I feature bar-worthy crafted cocktails instead of studying for things to help me pass the bar exam. This week we've crafted 3 St. Patrick's Day drinks to get you through the holiday weekend, all of course featuring a nice Irish whiskey. The first drink is an easy drinking play on the classic Tom Collins called the Patrick Collins. It's perfect for afternoon or early evening drinking. The second drink we'll be featuring is a dessert drink. It's creamy and chocolatey with some citrus to keep it from being too heavy. It's a little decadent and the perfect end to your night out. The final drink we're going to make is a brunch drink to help you recover from the weekend. It's a new take on an old classic, the Irish coffee. First, we'll be making a Patrick Collins, a refreshing twist on the gin-centered Tom Collins. Generally, a Collins is made with lemon juice, but we're also going to use some fresh navel orange juice here. Orange is a great complement to whiskey's flavor profile and allows you to taste more complex notes. That's why you see it in classic drinks like the Old Fashioned. We're adding about half an ounce of each lemon and orange juice. We're going to add a handful of fresh mint and muddle it up a bit to release the oils and give it a nice fresh taste. We're also going to add some simple syrup, which I almost forgot about. Not too much, about half an ounce. This is optional, but it kind of rounds the flavors out and it doesn't add too much sweetness. Now we add the center point of the drink, about 2 ounces of Irish whiskey. We're going to stir that up a bit. Then we're going to take our serving glass and add a generous amount of ice, and we're going to pour a mixture over. You can strain this if you want. I didn't for some reason. Finally, we're going to top with some soda water. How much you add is going to come down to taste preference. I'm adding about 2 ounces and mixing it up to make sure there's a nice consistent flavor. And now we get to garnish. I chose a fresh orange slice and a lemon twist. We'll talk about how to make those later. Finish with a 4-leaf clover. If you can't find one, a 4-leaf mint sprig works just as well too. There you have it, Patrick Collins, to start off your holiday weekend. The next drink is more of a dessert drink, though personally I would drink this any time of the day. Reminiscent of a brandy Alexander, it's creamy, it's chocolatey, it's citrusy, it's got whiskey. What's not to like? We're going to start with our cobbler shaker and some ice, and then we're going to add about an ounce of whiskey here. As a side note, it tastes just fine with another ounce. The cream cuts any sharp edge off the whiskey, and if you're into a boozier nightcap, go right on ahead. Then we're going to add about an ounce of dark creme de cacao, and about an ounce of half and half. You could also use a non-dairy alternative here like coconut milk. Just make sure it has some fat to get some froth going. Or you could try an egg white. And now for the citrus. The citrus. The citrus! Once you've acquired the fruit, you're going to use 3 good squeezes from a navel orange, which amounts to about a tablespoon of juice. We're also going to add some orange peel for some citrus oil, and put about 1/8 of a teaspoon of cocoa powder in there. Then we're going to shake it until the drink is chilled and has some body built up. Try not to get too excited and knock over your plants. Then we're going to pour slowly into a chilled cocktail glass. And now that we've made the cocktail, we can make some fun garnishes to impress your friends, or just to make you feel fancy. For this drink, I felt like an orange twist was appropriate. It's delicate and pretty and will sit right on top of the cocktail nicely. To make citrus twists, you want to start with a piece of peel with some pith, but not too much. You can always trim some away if you need to. You also want to start with a larger piece than you think you need. Don't ask me why, just trust me on this. If you're like me and you want nice neat edges, you can cut the piece down first. Then you just handle the peel enough to get some oil expression and hold the twirl for a second. The twist should stay together. There you have it. Go forth and turn all of your lunch leftovers into art. Some spirit-forward cocktails flame a piece of orange peel to express oils and put it directly in the drink. Here, I prefer the twist as we have enough orange going on in the drink, and it's more for decoration. Okay, fine. Here's a party trick for you. Take a piece of orange peel and squeeze some oil out. It should ignite for a second, and it looks pretty cool. It's a lot easier than it looks, but be careful with an open flame. Now, we're going to add the garnishes we just made, but first I'm going to sprinkle some cocoa on top, just to be dramatic. You can place your pre-made twist on top, or you can put it on the rim if you want. And there you have it, our Brigid Alexander. This is our final drink. It's perfect for brunch the morning after. It involves less moving parts than the others, so it's definitely doable even if you're feeling less than 100% that morning. It's a twist on the traditional Irish coffee. It's served cold and it's a very smooth, brunch-friendly alternative. Start with ice-cold ingredients if you don't want to serve with ice. I don't drink it with ice, but you easily could if you wanted. We start with about 5 ounces of cold brew coffee. You can use regular brewed coffee if you want. I just like cold brew. We're then going to add an ounce of maple cinnamon syrup, which I made yesterday and chilled overnight. You can make it ahead of time and just store it in the fridge. It was made with a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/6 cup of maple syrup, and a cinnamon stick. You add the salt to about 2/3 cups of water, mix and heat on a stove, reducing to your desired thickness. Take it off the heat and remove the cinnamon stick before storing. Then we're going to add 1.5 ounces of whiskey. Stir and make sure it comes together before pouring carefully into your serving glass. To finish, spoon some frothed half and half on top. I used a milk frother, but you could easily whip cream in a mixer or use store-bought whipped cream. This will sweeten it more, so maybe use less syrup. You could also use a non-dairy alternative. Just use something with some fat like coconut milk. Or just add milk without frothing. It's the morning after St. Patrick's Day. Sometimes getting coffee quickly is more important than getting coffee that looks perfect. Serve with a cinnamon stick, good friends, and some thick Irish bacon. You deserve it. Here are the finished products, 3 festive whiskey-based drinks to get you through your holiday weekend. This was the pilot video for our channel, so if you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and let us know what kind of drink creations you'd like to see. We'd love to hear from you. We'll have some more videos coming out in April that are twists on classic cocktails and some drinks inspired from Game of Thrones, just in time for the new season. So subscribe and keep an eye out for them in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching, please enjoy responsibly, and have a great St. Patrick's Day.